Which is, you also mentioned something was pretty interesting, which was the originals for the courses that you're creating. Is that kind of like a, do you use that as kind of like a measure or a benchmark for other content to be created?
Yeah, and I think what's interesting is if you look at our highest paid teachers, it's not the originals teachers. It's our top teacher who came up through the community. He makes $100,000 a month, so he'll easily break $1 million this year on Skillshare. So I think the originals classes, again, it's sort of our style, it's our production, it's our approach. We try to emphasize the things that we want other people to copy. But what's interesting is the best teachers sort of take that and then up us one. And that's where that power of the crowd and that power of the open platform comes to bear. Because if when I think about business models, if we were to be purely a production model and not have the open platform, like there's just no way Skillshare as an editorial team could sit in a room and come up with what's going to be hot and interesting. We've got 13,000 teachers trying to figure out what's going to be hot and interesting. I'm going to bet on them. So I think in many cases, the originals are actually in a reaction to the content that we see bubbling up through the community. So a couple of years ago, Procreate, which is a hot iPad illustration app, that was sort of like, we'd never heard of it. And we started seeing teachers talking about it. We started to see classes pop up. We started to see the minutes watched. We're like, hey, there's clearly something here. We would never have seen this coming. But then we call up Procreate and say, hey, you want to do a Skillshare original with us? Right. So it's an interesting sort of back and forth dynamic between the two. In many cases, we're teaching the community something about how we want it done, but very often the community is telling us where we need to go and where we need to emphasize.